Hello there, Marcus Kilvington here, founder of Food Profits, and I hope you're having a really good week this week. I want to talk to you today about lack of customers. You'll remember on a previous video I talked about how important it was to have regular customers, and there's a gentleman I know down in London called David Moore, runs a great restaurant down there called Pied de Terre, and 50% of his customers are regulars. But those 50% of his regular customers had to come in for the first time, didn't they? So I want to give you an idea today about how you can get customers to come in for the first time. It's what I describe as an outrageous offer, or you might want to use the word compelling. What that means is it pulls people in. It means they kind of go, wow, we've got to go there. No brainer. So let me give you a couple of examples. You perhaps want to come up with something along the lines of this if you're a pub or a restaurant. You want free starter, free dessert if you buy a main course. You maybe are a cafe or a coffee shop. Outrageous offer might be something along the lines of buy a piece of cake or dessert and you get a bottomless pot of coffee or tea. Because the reality is someone's probably going to have 3 or 4 cups at most, aren't they? And it wants to be outrageous, and it also wants to be completely different to what most of the people, most of your competitors, most people in the industry are doing. You've seen the ones, you know the ones, 2 for a tenner. Get a free ice cream as a dessert. You buy a main course, but you've got to buy a starter as well in order to get another free main course. It all becomes very confusing and barriers to entry, as I describe it as. So it becomes quite complicated. And those offers aren't outrageous, and most of your competitors' offers aren't outrageous. So you need to have an offer that's outrageous. So think about a couple of those examples I've talked about and come up with something this week that you can offer your customers to pull them in, because you need to get them in for the first time in order to be able to show them how great you are, to get them to come back in for a second and third time. And if you're thinking it's going to cost you some money to start with, yes it is, but when they come up the second and third and fourth and fifth and 10th time, that's when they're paying you full money for everything that you're buying. So you've got to get them in to start with. Till I see you again for this week and every week, be the very, very best for yourself, for your customers and for your staff.